Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday, July 11th, and it is miserably hot outside. Oh my goodness. If you can find a way to stay inside, please do so. If you have no air conditioning, find a place that has air conditioning. Now, I know some of you probably enjoy the summer heat. I'm not a fan of the summer heat. I grew up in southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, where we actually have temperatures under 1 billion degrees, and occasionally we will have some snow. So I kind of miss that weather. Well, for those of you who do enjoy the summer heat, you've had a couple of good days and a couple more good days coming. Listen, I've got a few things that I want to share with you, some reminders, and hopefully give you some help as we go into this next unit. We've got a test coming Sunday. I would suggest that you begin studying early in the week in preparation for your test. Now, it seems like very often I find some of you waiting till 7, 8 o'clock on a Sunday night to begin doing your written assignments, your threaded discussions, your quizzes, and your tests. While I understand that work constraints may force us to do things later in the evening, I'm hoping that in the 6 days leading up to that Sunday, you might find a little time to do some of those things early. So you're not really trying to cram a week's worth of work into just a few hours on Sunday afternoon. Again, the flexibility of online systems lets us do things on a schedule that makes it more amenable for us to work around life and work and those other things. However, the sooner you get started, the better you're going to do. Now, listen, I went in and changed a couple of the homework problems for this unit, and those should have shown up already. You're going to have some graphing to do. Whenever one of our exercises says illustrate your answer, that means it needs to do some graphing. Questions 1 and 2, I believe, of our first exercise set have you doing some graphing. So please make sure you get the graphing done. Some of you have asked about doing the graphing by hand. Perfectly fine. Do it by hand, scan it in, send that to me. Works great. Those of you working in Excel or one of the other graphing tools available, that works fine too. Threaded discussion questions. I continue to find some folks who post only one response to the threaded discussion question, and you really need to post two. Now, I've said that a few times, so let me remind you once more. Ladies and gentlemen, two responses. You've got to have two responses to earn credit for that threaded discussion question. And please, at this point in the semester, I'm looking for more than 1 or 2 word response from you to get credit. So if somebody said, hey, I am all about this offshoring, I think everybody should do that, and you came back in and said, me too, that's not going to cut it. Me too, why? Why do you believe they made a good point? And explain yourself a little bit more, please, because that then becomes a discussion for us to follow. Now, remember deadlines. The deadline is midnight Central Standard Time of the date listed in the syllabus. So, for example, our last work was due by midnight yesterday, which was the 10th. If you try to submit work at 12:15, 12:20, 12:30 of that evening, the work will not go through. Everything locks up at midnight. You won't be able to do your quiz, submit your written assignment, or participate in that particular week's units anymore. And back to what I started with at our beginning message. So don't wait till last minute. If at all possible, don't wait till last minute. Get some things done. Now, I've had a couple questions about the final. When I originally looked at putting things together, I thought about having a last test in Unit 8 and then the comprehensive final. I have now decided that I'm going to do just one test in Unit 8. I'm going to build a comprehensive final, and that will be the last test of the year. I will send out information about the topics that may be included on that final exam. I say comprehensive, it will really cover about 3/4 of the chapters of the book. So I'll give you that information probably at the end of this week, which is week number 6. As always, if you have questions, please do give me a call or send me an email message. And really, ladies and gentlemen, the easiest way to get a hold of me is via email. Enjoy the week and keep up the good work, ladies and gentlemen.